All right, for today's lesson, we're going to look at surface area of nets and composite figures, which are the same thing. It's just one is of a net and then one is of a shape that doesn't exist. So we'll start off with total surface area of our nets. So a net, again, is just a three-dimensional figure where it's just laid open. So it says the net of a square pyramid is shown below. What is the total surface area of the prism? So remember, total surface area is the area of all the shapes added together. So what we've been doing. So they gave us one number, so that means they're telling us it's a square. So that means the other side is 3, so that area is going to be 9. Then I have my triangle, which is our 1/2 BH. So the base of my triangle is 3. The height of my triangle is 2. So we're going to multiply 3 times 2, which is 6. And then we're going to take half of 6, which is 3. So that means all the triangles, since it's one height, will all be the same. And then we're going to add everything up. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 12. Plus our 9 is going to be 21 centimeters squared. Right, so Linda plans to, cover each face of a rectangular prism with decorative contact paper. How many square centimeters of contact paper does Linda need? All right, so since they're covering it all, so we're going to find the area of all of it. So we'll start off with our outside shape. So we can see that is a square. So 5 times 5 is 25. We have 2 of those. Then we'll do the middle, which is our rectangle. So we have 12, and we have a side of 5, which is 60. And then it's going to go all the way down, because it's the same shape, and we're only given 12 and 5 for each of our sides. So now we're going to add everything up. So I'm going to do 60 times 4, because there's 4 60s, which is 240. Then I add my 25s together, which makes 50. So add it all up, we get 290 centimeters squared. All right, so a glass prism is stored in a cardboard case that unfolds like the one shown below. How many square inches of cardboard are needed to make the storage case? So again, find the area of each shape, and then we're going to add it together. So I'm going to start with the rectangles. So 3 and 6 is 18. And so this line means all the way is 3. And so since the long side is 6, that means all of these are going to be 18. Then we have our triangle, which is our 1/2 BH formula. So on our triangle, we have our height, which is 2. And then the base of the triangle is going to come from our rectangle, which is going to be 3. So we'll do 3 times 2, which is 6. We can't forget to half it, and that's going to be 3. And so now we're going to add everything up. So I'm going to do 18 times 3 first, which is 54. 3 and 3 makes 6. And so I add it all up, and we get 60 inches squared. All right, so the next one over here, it says, look at the net below. What is the lateral surface area in square inches of the figure formed? Okay, so for this one, we're actually going to do total surface area. So I'm going to mark out the word lateral. We'll get to lateral in a little bit because right now we're worried about total. So we're going to find the surface area. So sometimes your problem may just say surface area as well. So we'll find the area of all the shapes. So we'll start off with our middle. So 4 times 6 is 24. Then we're going to find the area of our rectangle. So we'll start off with our triangle. So if you notice, the triangles have 2 different heights, so that means they're all not going to be the same. So I'm going to have to solve for my triangles. So I have 1/2 BH. So my base is 6. My height is 4. So 6 times 4 is 24. Then we're going to have 24, which is 12. So we can find the ones that look alike. So we've got 2. Now we'll do our other triangle. This one has a height of 5. And then our base will be 4. So I'm going to have 4 times 5, which is 20. Half of 20 is 10. We have 2 of those. So now we're going to add everything up. So 10 plus 10 is 20. 12 plus 12 is 24. And then we're going to add the middle, which is 24. And so we get 68 inches squared. Okay, so the last is for our nets, is the net of the rectangular prism as shown below. What is the total surface area of the prism? So again, we're finding the area of each shape and then adding them together. So I'm going to start with these outside ones. We have 4 and 1, which is 4. You can see we have 2 of those. Okay, then I'm going to go to my big rectangle. We have a side of 7, but we don't know what our other side is. Well, we are either going to use 1 or 4. Well, we can see 4 is the longer side, so that's going to be what our missing side is up here. We're going to multiply 7 times 4, which is 28. And again, there's 2 of those. Then we go to the long skinny ones. We can see we have a side of 1. And then our long side comes from our rectangle, which is going to be 7. So 7 times 1 is 7. And we have 2 of those. And so now we're going to add. 4 plus 4 is 8. 7 plus 7 is 14, which gives us 22. 28 plus 28 is 56. And I'm going to add it together, and we get 78 for our answer. All right, so the next video is going to be looking at composite figures.